Hello everyone, this is Professor A.C. Jadhav, Department of Horticulture, Wagh College of Agriculture, Nashik. Under the course of Hort 354, we are going to study the package of practices for growing the Chrysanthemum. Guys, this video is only for the educational purpose and not for any of the commercial use. All type of the images are used for explanation of the particular point. Chrysanthemum, which is again considered or known as a mom or the mum flower, are one of the most popular cut flower or a loose or the spray type of the flower, and also considered as a fall garden flower. It is available in a variety of the color and variety of the form. Botanical name of the chrysanthemum is a Chrysanthemum indicum. It comes under the family that is Asteraceae or Compositae. Origin of the chrysanthemum is a China. The first cultivated in China near about over 6 centuries ago. This type of the daisy was initially grown as a herb associated with the power of life, and then after it will distributed or it will be spread throughout the world. It is again or also known as autumn queen or a winter queen. Chrysanthemum is a short day plant and successfully and uh, with a great quality flower, it will grow in a winter, and that's why again known as a winter queen. Regarding the importance, it has a wide range of the flower shape, size, color, and is highly suitable for the pot culture and bedding purposes, and that's why again consider or utilize for a fall garden flower. Standard type of the flowers variety has a long keeping qualities. Flower of the loose varieties are highly suitable as a loose flower for making the garland, vani, brackets, and for many of the indoor decorations. In India, chrysanthemum shows and competitions are held every year in many of the cities. Commercially grown in India in a state like Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Rajasthan, and Madhya Pradesh. There are the different types of the varieties are available in a chrysanthemums on the basis of type of the flower and color of the flower, or again the category whether for the cut flower production and for the loose flower production the variety may be select. The well-known varieties in chrysanthemum are like Raja, Zipri, Sonali Tara, Yellow Gold, Pusa Anmol, Pusa Santavari, Arka Swarna, Arka Ganga, Bindiya, Coimbatore 1, Coimbatore 2, Indira, Ravi Kiran, Pankaj, PKV Shubhra, etc. Regarding the chrysanthemum flower, on the basis of the trade, though there are the two types in a chrysanthemum, like a cut and the loose, but on the basis of shape and the form of the flower, the chrysanthemum is again classified into the two types or the two groups. First one, that is a large flowered group. In a large flowered group, there are incurred, reflex, intermediate, quill, spider, ball, Japanese or irregular types. While in case of the small flowered groups, there are Korean single, Korean double, decorative, anemone, pom-pom, button, quill, and spoon type. So, few of the mm, types or the variety we will discuss, like incurred. Incurred variety is again well known or considered as a large chrysanthemum flowered category or the variety. In such varieties, ray flow rates are incurred and are developing smoothly or smooth and regularly. Flow rate not twisted and the blooms are compact and the globular when fully developed. The example in this category are like a snowball, then sonar bangla, chandrama, etc. Reflexed. This is just opposite to the incurred, and the ray flow rate reflects outside and overlapping one another or other. The blooms are the globular or the flattened. Important variety in this category are the Krista, Dorothan, then Beatrice May, City Beauty, Golden Rule, Daydream, and many more. Third one, that is intermediate. This class is intermediate between it comes under the category of incurred and the reflex. Means it is the combination of this both group. The inner flow rate are incurred ones, whereas outer flow rates are reflex type. The varieties which are comes like Sunflight, General Pitane, then Mr. W.A. Reid, etc. Next one is a quill. In a category of the quill, the ray flow rates are elongated and tabular with the tips open or the closed. Examples are the green sensation, tribubun, etc. Then spider. As per the name, the ray flow rate in this category are the large and tabular and are usually curved. Tip of this flow rate may be open. For example, Rupsi Bangla, Bidas based, then Coronation, Mahatma Gandhi. These are the well-known variety in a spider category of the large chrysanthemum flower. Then under the small chrysanthemum category, important one like decoration or sorry decorative. These are the similar to the Korean double except that the flower is completely double and the center of the bloom is not visible. The varieties comes under this category are the architect, blue chip, dolly, flame bear, etc. Then anemone. The peculiar feature of the anemone is like a ray forehead are the flat or maybe the twisted or quilled, but the disc florate are well developed and prominent. Examples like a cabell copse, Graceland, Long Island Beauty, Cloudbank, etc. Then pompon. This is again the small flowered category or the well-known variety, mainly used for the decoration and the loose flower category. The ray florid are the flat or maybe the twisted. Sorry, they are getting the popular and produce the large crops as we already said, and having the small size flower or the small blooms. Pinching once or the twice is very helpful. Ray floret are the short, broad, regularly arranged to give the bloom of the compact hemispherical shape, or the floret are incurred or the reflex. Disc florets are covered or inconspicuously open. Examples under this category are cameo, white bouquet, then coppery bronze variety or the colored variety like lustre, etc. Spoon. As per the name, the floret shape is just like the spoon. These are slightly different than the quill in which the end are open to the tube, showing the inner petal color. Anokha, then Modi bone are few of the well-known variety under the spoon category. Next, soil requirement. The ideal soil for the chrysanthemum growing is a well-drained, sandy soil loam with a good texture and the aeration. Due to the shallow root system, this crop is very sensitive to the drainage conditions. So the good drainage soil is essential one. Good amount of organic matter and the pH of 6.5 is essential. It is a shallow fibrous rooted plant and is a very sensible to the waterlog, and that's why we can say the soil should be well drained when we can cultivate the chrysanthemum. Now regarding the climatic requirement, chrysanthemum require a long day condition for the vegetative growth but short day condition for the flowering, and that's why we can call the chrysanthemum as a short day plant. The most important environmental factor influencing the growth and the flowering of this plant are light and temperature. Rate of the vegetative growth and the flowering are also affected by the temperature. Optimum temperature is a 15 to 16 degrees Celsius, but it can be grow within a 20 to 28 degrees Celsius temperature range. Relative humidity for this crop is 70 to 90%. Then propagation. It is propagated by means of the vegetative methods like suckers and terminal stem cutting. Sucker. After flowering, the stem is cut back just above the ground. This induces the formation of the side suckers which are separated from mother plant and are planted in a sand bed. Well rooted sucker can be directly used for the transplanting on the main field. And this crop has a tendency to produce such type of the suckers frequently. To the plant 1 hectare of the land, near about we have a need of 1 lakh 11,000 of the suckers obtained from the 15% of the previous crop are required. Dip the root of the suckers in 1 gram of imisan in 1 liter of the water to protect against the wilt. Suckers are planted during the June-July at 30 by 30 centimeter spacing on one side of the ridge. Second method which we adopt in this category is a terminal stem cutting. So such a type of the herbaceous stem cutting also used for multiplication of chrysanthemum. This cutting are taken from the healthy stock plant. Length of the cutting is 5 to 7 centimeter. Cutting are dipped in 2500 ppm of IBA for obtaining the good root result. These cutting are put in a sand bed means the pot containing the sand or in a bed directly in a shady condition. And when within a month there is a good root development, we use this cutting for the transplanting. Then regarding the planting, on the ridges and the furrow type layout, we place the or transplant the suckers or the rooted cutting at 30 by 30 centimeter. The ideal period for transplanting is considered April and the May with proper arrangement or the facility of irrigation. There should be a need of 1 to 1.25 lakh of cutting per hectare. Then nutrient and irrigation management. This crop can need near about 10 to 15 tons of well-rooted FIM per hectare at the time of the planting and 150 kg of nitrogen, phosphorus and potash. At the time of the planting, we applied half amount of an full amount of the P and K and remaining half of the nitrogen we applied after 30 days of the planting. So though the recommended dose is 150-50, in this way we can split the doses and apply. Regarding the irrigation management, frequency of the irrigation depend on the stage of growth, soil, weather condition. Proper drainage system should be maintained for chrysanthemum grown both in a bed or in a pots. Height and vigor of chrysanthemum plant can be influenced by regulating the quantity and frequency of irrigation. In our country, the method of irrigating the field is by channel system or by the pot manual bucket system. Special cultural practices or intercultural operations in chrysanthemum. One is a pinching. So pinching means when the plant is set after transplanting, we removed its terminal growing tip which facilitate the side branching. Means for obtaining the good side branch, good number of branches per plant, the pinching is necessary. First pinching, it should be 3 weeks after planting and second, 5 week after planting. Second one is a disbudding, which is again considered to be very important type of the practice. As per the types of the flower, whether it is the cut and the spray category, we should follow the disbudding practice, which enhance the quality of bud. In a spray variety, only the large apical bud is removed and lateral buds are retained as we observe in photos, and in a standard, the lateral buds are removed and only the apical buds are allowed to grow. Here we can see. Then one type of the melody which we can observe in this category of the flower, that is the blindness. It occurs when the night temperature is too low and the day are short at the time when the flower buds are forming. Rosette type of the growth is indicative of this difficulty. Centripetal that fails to develop can be due to the excessive heat or in a dark weather. Some variety apparently lack enough food to open the flower. Chlorosis or yellowing of the upper foliage is generally associated with overwatering, excessive fertilizer in soil, or insect or the disease attacking the root system. Continuous growth of the shoot and failure to form the flower bud. When the short days are started, the mean night temperature are too low. And sunscald. It is prevalent on the standard in flower in very warm weather. The petal burn brown and dry up. In both cases, there is a deterioration in quality of the flower. Regarding the harvesting and yield of chrysanthemum, depending upon the varieties, plants start the yielding flower after 3 to 4 months of transplanting. For cut flower purpose, stem is cut about 10 cm above the soil to avoid the cutting into the wooden tissues. Standard type of the flower harvested when 2 or the 3 rows of the ray floret are perpendicular to the flower stalk, and spray type of the flower when 50% of the flowers were shown the color from the for distant market, when two flowers have opened and others have shown the color for local market. Average yield in this category of the plant is 70 to 80 tons per hectare. Regarding the plant protection, we found few of the insect and pest in this flower or during the flower cultivation, in which few of the important type of the sucking pest like a leaf miner. We can control the infestation of the leaf miner by spraying imidacloprid at the rate 0.5 ml per liter. Thrips, which is again the sucking pest, we control this infestation of the thrips by spraying fipronil at the rate of 1 ml per liter. The use of other type of the integrated pest management practices also help to control the sucking pest infestation. Aphid control by spraying the methyl dimeton at the rate of the 2 ml per liter or any other type of the systemic insecticide. Red spider mite, it is again common types of the pest. Regarding the disease, white rust, which is somewhat a dangerous type of the disease during the cultivation of this crop. So we can control these type of the disease by spraying azoxystrobin at the rate 1 ml per liter. Leaf spot we can control by spraying mancozeb at the rate 2 gram per liter. Wilt, soil drenching with the carbendazim at the rate 1 gram per liter, or the powder mildew, which control by spraying the vegetable sulfur or any other type of the fungicide for controlling this powdery mildew or above type of the different variable fungal diseases. So this is about the plant protection measure in a chrysanthemum and detailed cultivations. Hopefully guys you like this video. Thank you. Thank you very much.